What's happening, YouTube? It's the Monday night panel. It's me. It's the big homie J Mo and y'all favorite sister from New York, Moochella, hanging with the fellas. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, what's up, Al?
Oh,
Y'all should have
Nutella
put me in
hanging
the
with
middle.
the fellas. Stop, Cal. We need to put you in the middle.
yeah, we should have stuffed you in the middle, Moochella, but it's all good. We still gonna get the point across. Big J, how you doing, brother?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Good to be here another day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
breathing is always better than not breathing another day. So, every day should be Thanksgiving, everybody. So, definitely.
Like the man said, if you ain't pushing up daisies, you got to be thankful. And none of us are pushing no daisies today. Shouts out to this wonderful subscriber base we have. Everybody's always tuning in. Support Game and Cynthia, Tressa, Big Love Ron. That's one of Moochie's favorites. King Mars, Just
Yeah.
Sheldon. Whole crew done showed up to help us show out. And if you're new to this channel, I want to welcome you. We're grateful to have you. This is my homie Jay Moore. He does reviews on his channel. Please check him out. And that's the sister over there, Moochella. Check her out. She does reviews as well. And before we deep dive into this thing, I want to ask the panel, overall, how did you feel about this past episode? I'll start with you, Jay.
I mean, it was all right. It was cool. I mean, the number one thing about everything you watch on TV is entertainment. Because that's what it's for with these shows, entertainment. It ain't National Geographic where we supposed to be getting informed and learning stuff. So was it entertainment involved? Was it entertaining the episode? I would say it was entertaining. So that's the most important factor in this. I would give this episode about a 7. Now, did it all make sense? Was some things, a little iffy? Yeah, but that's power. You got to kind of suspend your belief a little bit more than others when you watching this show. And with this show, that's what makes it not as good as Raising Kanan or BMF, because it seemed they had it put together a little better, and you didn't have to suspend your belief on what's going on as much. One example about that is how Kane ended up stealing all this dope and switching it with booger sugar real quick, and nobody knew what happened, and he, they broke into the car and tracked it down. When did he do it? It didn't explain it right. So, that was a situation that, but overall, it was entertaining, and that's the most important thing, that you have a good time watching it. So I give it a 7. I can see a 7.5. I can see some people say a 6.5.
Okay. Moochie, your overall synopsis of the episode.
I feel like it's a building episode. We starting to put a little bit of pieces together. Certain things they do leave us to figure out for ourselves, such as
Right.
The whole thing with Kane with the dope, and basically he went to Braden's house and got it out of his garage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm gathering, and I kind of find that hard to believe.
Right. Especially with Braden saying it's like Fort Knox up in there.
Exactly.
Right. And he knew exactly how many they had, how to get in a brand new Mercedes. They didn't notice anything wrong with the car. How you get in there? Didn't bust a window out. You didn't. Now he can pick locks in Mercedes Benz brand.
Yeah, and he don't seem that smart to be doing all of that.
No. Right. And then on top of that, he Neo from the Matrix. He can dodge cameras because they had cameras out there.
Exactly.
Right. Hell, I got a Ring doorbell. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I got Ring doorbell. Shit. What the hell?
Right. That ain't happened. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our synopsis, but we're going to dive into it. Right now, we've got in 5 minutes, we've already got 115 people watching. Shouts out to everybody. And I want to give a special shout out to the mother of the young lady who's playing Yaz. Someone introduced her to my channel yesterday. She came up there and gave me and my wife a big shout out. She was happy to hear us talking about her daughter. And if you were that person that reminded the mom to check us out, tell mom her and her daughter Yaz, the character, are always welcome to come up here sit down with us and we'll do an interview without asking them things that'll give away the story. Having said that, my people, let's dive into it. I'm going to give you exactly a clip of what Moochella and J-Mo just got finished talking about, suspending your belief and using your imagination a little bit with certain things. And they hit it on the head with this dude right here.
Who exactly would we be going into business with?
Monet tied him.
You stole from your own family.
Fuck no. I created an opportunity for them that they didn't even know they needed. I helped them.
We'll just start right there because tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be all over the place with the review. Moochie, you already started it. Go ahead and finish it before I pass it to J-Mo. Talk about Kane. He's never been this bright. However, Moochie, let me say this. Let me tell you what the people are saying. There's a conspiracy running around Jay.
I think it's the one I was getting ready to say, but
look, because someone who follows me and Jay basically jumped from Jay to mine and is saying this. They think that Tariq is the one who set this whole thing up. So, Moochie, is this a Kane plot or did Tariq do it, or what you think?
Maybe it was him because that's the only way I could see him being able to leaving the trunk open or something like that for him.
Okay.
But they weren't together. They weren't together when they split up. So I'm thinking he did tell him last season he was gonna get him back with his family.
He did say that.
So maybe that's what it was. So I'm kind of like maybe. But I'm leaning on the side of no, not to read.
Okay. J-Mo, what you think? Kane has been dumb as a box of rocks. And now all of a sudden, he was able to put plans together. And then he located the car because of a geotagging from social media. Help me out, Jay.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. That was just kind of just a big jump. I know these young people today love to post every little thing they do on social media. I mean, they just bust a fart. They got to let everybody know. But, I mean, I think if anything, I don't think Tariq may have helped him if they're going to try to put the story together because this is a plot hole, definitely. But maybe it would make sense if they had Braden's brother. Maybe he blackmailed him or forced him to help. He already stole from Braden before the dope. Mm-hmm. So maybe it was his brother somehow. What's his name? Chase or Trace? Trace. Yeah. So maybe he had him. He traced Trace or made him somehow, help. I don't know, because it just doesn't make sense. If he did do that, then it's another option too. But I'll finish this part. So if he did break in the garage and steal the dope, it would have been either some lock broken or glass missing, or it would be something tampered with the car or the glass, something, where it would show maybe something different. Now,
I got this for you, Jay Moore. Because, like you said, that Mercedes is so brand new. Is there any way, and I shouldn't even ask this, but I'm going to entertain it, Jay. Is there any way Kane could have been smart enough to remotely unlock the car using that? Because, you can unlock my car using the app on my phone. Is Kane any remotely that smart that he could have done that?
No, and I'm pretty sure you got a password or something to get into your car to unlock it with remote in the app.
I do. Right.
Yeah. So it's not like I could just download the Tesla app and then start driving your car. No. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I see how he could have did that, and me I didn't have that model Mercedes, but having that Mercedes has a lot of theft deterrent built into their cars, you know what I mean? And so, I mean, they some of the best cars. So, of course, people want to steal them. You don't hear about them stolen often. And if it is, somebody left the key in there or it was something, you know what I mean, neglect on the owner's part where they was able to do it. The only other option I think is that maybe he was able to pull some type of switcheroo when Monet got the dope before they gave it to Tariq and everybody, because they got it from Rico. Maybe he was somehow able to make some type of switch or something before then, and so once Tariq got it, it was already powder. I mean, sugar, and they didn't check it, and so that's how it ended up that way before. That's the only other way. And when he was talking to him, he probably, and I was talking to one of my members, shout out to John Doe. We was talking about this, theorizing in my Discord for my members only. And so we was talking about this, and we was saying that when he was talking to what's old boy name, look like Tejada brother,
Mecca. Oh, let me call him by his government name, Dante.
Right, Dante. And maybe when he said, "Hey, what's up? Where you get the dope?" and he said, "I broke it and stole it." Maybe he was lying to him because he didn't want him to know that he actually switched off with his own family. And then he didn't believe him when he said you did all of that. So he was like, "Man, you got this from your family." And he like, "Nah, well, I created an opportunity for him." So maybe he's saying he lied to dude at the beginning, and then dude didn't believe him. So then he said it. I'm just trying to figure out a way to make it make sense. And that's the only other theory I got, is he made that switch before Tariq got it. So I don't know. Now, what's up, Nita, in the building?
Yeah, we welcome the diva in the hardest working diva. Nita, I hear you out here doing you getting early access. You done became one of them special Negroes that get to go to the movies all early and get to do the reviews for the movie drop. Talk to us, my sister.
How y'all doing? I get a little something, a little yang, not much.
So, we in here talking a little power, and you came in, and we want to get a feel of how you felt for this episode. And tell us how you felt about the episode, and then we'll dive you into the conversation.
Okay. Well, definitely like this episode better than last week. Last week kind of fell a little flat for me.
Mm-hmm.
Better. But, it's still, like I said, Power Book 2 is at the bottom of my list, y'all. I'm sorry. But it's interesting enough to watch, so I'm here for it.
Okay. Now, we just got finished talking about, it's hard for us to imagine Kane was able to think that many steps ahead and pull off the caper that he pulled off. So there's a theory running around that's saying that maybe Tariq helped him do it. I'm not even going to bug you with that, Nita. I'm going to take you somewhere else. Like I told my wife, I have divorced this woman from TV, and I'm talking about Professor Addiction. I'm through with Professor Addiction.
You mean addiction?
Exactly. That's why I'm calling her that. Like I told my wife, she like that merry-go-round. Everybody get a turn, a spin at them skins, if you will. But
I went to the wrong school as a kid.
You got that right. But Nita, the question I have for you is simple as this. How is Professor Addiction going to get out of being framed for Jabari when Tariq is the man who put the seed in the head of Detective Bodyguard?
I think the only chance that she has is to get a hold of Jabari's laptop. That laptop will exonerate her some kind of way, because he had a whole lot of stuff in there. And I'm worried we need to put her on suicide watch because both her ding dings gone.
Oh. Nita,
dry that river up for a minute.
I didn't mean to say that word, y'all.
Here you go, Nita. Nita, they not both gone. She's got a new one. You know what I'm saying? Why do she need them ding dong when she got a grown man ding dong right here in front of her face?
Oh, okay. I guess we gonna work with you.
He waited too, boy. You ain't lying.
Right, salivate.
So, Moochie, how you feel about Professor Addiction? And
Lock and Key, because that's my name for
her. Professor Lock and Key.
Lock and Key. I think Meth gonna save her. He still care about her.
Oh
yeah, he do.
And somebody else said it in the chat. I want to give a shout out to
That's another one.
It was somebody that said it. I just saw it. Oh, Movement Graffiti. They said it.
Okay.
So yeah, I agree with them. They all. He is gonna save her because he already went there once her name was thrown up. He went to her house.
So Jay, I gotta ask you: did Meth McClain get a spin on that Ferris wheel too? Because when he heard her name, his ass was out of there faster than the Roadrunner on the cartoon. He was at her house. Do you hear me? He was knocking at the door. But the funny thing, Jay. How everybody know where Carrie stay at? Damn.
I was just about to say that, boy.
But take it away, Jay.
Record right there. Hey, that's public record right there. She make you feel good up in here, boy. Damn. Everybody, she community property. Everybody know where she stay, man. She ain't, you can't call her Lock and Key. You gotta call her Open Door.
Open door policy.
That's an open door policy. Ain't nothing locked up in there. That shit is free. Free like OJ all day up in this piece, man. What the hell? Like, man, she didn't give everybody a little piece of this fool right here. He was a detective bodyguard. He was about to get a piece until he did pull the boys in the hood, took her to go see. You want to see a dead body? They went and took her over there to see her dead boyfriend. She was salivating about giving him a little piece of this chocolate. Giving him some.
Jay, did you catch the part when he did get in her crib? He's grilling her about where a couch used to be at. Damn, what? Right. Did she tease him and ain't give him none on that couch or something? What's the couch about?
Man, I don't know. Maybe he left a couple wet spots on the couch and he was wondering why you moving like that. That was my spot. I like bending your ass over right here. Why you moving over there? I can't get where the position I need right over here. I need the room to work.
See, this is what happens, Professor Addiction, when you get me off your team. I would normally be defending you from all these heinous, harsh critiques, but your character took me down a road that made me feel like you broke my heart. And you know what? I'm not on your team no more, so I'm filling in with J-Mo on the jokes too. Finish it off, Jay.
Yeah, man, that was over with, man. I think she in trouble, man. Tariq dirty for throwing her under the bus. He almost was about to plant that phone, and he grew a conscience when she said he a nice boy. He like, all right, I guess I am. I'll take it out. But
that ain't why he grew a conscience. He grew that conscience because Tate spilled the beans that he had already previously taught to Detective Bodyguard, and it would have made him look very, very suspect that you done taught the Detective Bodyguard. Now I'm the prime suspect, and then all of a sudden this phone is in my drawer, and you the last one that was in my office. So he had to put, he had to tuck his tail on that one.
Yeah, definitely, man. But Tariq, man, he a slime ball. I don't know how they gonna try to make him a character everybody like. I don't know anybody that be like, man, Tariq like Tariq. I never heard anybody say that. I mean, have y'all heard somebody say they like Tariq? I mean, anybody in the comments say they like Tariq? I mean,
Larry liked him.
I mean, last season we did want him to win, though.
Well, Larry, that's a whole nother story, man. Ain't no telling what Larry rationale is.
I know last season we did want him to win.
Yeah, so, we did. I think the way you make his character
ain't got
likable
over with him killing his dad, man. Me as a father of a son, man. Yeah, I don't know. Ghost wasn't beating him. He provided for him. Now this little punk over here trying to use in the first episode his name like he proud of him. I'm James St. Patrick's son. Man, shut your ass up, man. You was over here talking to last time about how he ain't shit. He ain't your real daddy. Now you all proud to check somebody talking about he your daddy and this. Man, if you don't, shut them big old lips, you always blowing that hot air, talking all that shit, man. Tariq, boy. Oh, I don't like Tariq, man. I still
man.
Get it. I see somebody say Tariq, my boy. I don't know, man. You killed your daddy. You got your mama locked up for a crime you committed. Talking about telling her, just tell the truth. What's wrong with your lips? Why don't you say I did it? Why you telling her to tell the truth? You could have told Dirty Ball Sacks and them right then and there when they was locking her up. You did it. He ain't say shit, did he? He just watched her get locked up. Talking about tell the truth.
He's not gonna say nothing. He's done. Right. He's done. He done burnt. He let his devil daddy talk him into burning the phone. So
right. His sister dead because of him. My grandma's on the you know what I'm saying, OE 809 because of him.
Drunk drive. Speaking of grandma, since Jaden brought it up, let's go talk about this grandma. Moochie, I'll come to you. Didn't me and you last week, we agreed that one of the issues dealing with this mama was she was stressed out about Tasha being missing, stressed out about Raina. You called it, Moochie. She's an alcoholic. And now she done got herself in a bind where the police done came and is taking Yaz. Yaz mom, one more time, who came in my comment section to say she enjoyed us talking about her daughter. This is not the same Yaz that started out. This is a new Yaz. This is her daughter. You two are welcome to hit me on IG and come be on the show one day. But Mooch, is this the end of the grandma that me and you both so dearly love?
I don't want her to be an alcoholic. I want her to, she admitted it now. So it's like, now it is what it is. But I'm kind of pissed off that they made her an alcoholic. They could have had her suffering from dementia where she forget where she live and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
you know, I always think that they just write the women characters so poorly on these shows. They do not. They're like irredeemable. Like they just do some of the, and that's a writing choice. Am I not? Is that a writing choice?
I think on this show it's about equal because the men are doing just as much dirt as they claim to have the women doing. So I think on this show it's about equal. I think that it hurts a little harder because women tend to be smarter than men. But in this instance, I can easily see someone. I mean, I think that this is real life. This woman has been driven crazy. She's stuck with a kid and don't know where the mom is at. She's lost her granddaughter. The father she knows was a drug dealer. Now he's dead. And her daughter's missing. And she's stuck with, I can easily see this being a real life situation where it would drive somebody to doing something like this. You just wish it was this grandmother.
Right. She can still recover though from alcoholism. And it ain't like she got that far gone yet. And you know, I mean, unless like she said, she's 62 years old. Yeah, she's 62 years old and look damn good, I will say, to be 62 years old. Shit, she look like she in her 40s right here.
Right. She still look like the person from All My Children. I'm looking
yes. I think that's probably why it hurts me so much.
And me too.
Debbie Morgan.
Me too, man. I love her. I love her sister. I love that whole Morgan family, man. And I'm bothered. But like you said, this is something you can come back from. If they would have made it dementia, it's very hard to. There's no cure to come back from dementia. It just progressively gets worse.
That's true.
So maybe she'll clean it up. That way. Right. Maybe she'll clean it up and come back. And I'll give you starting ground on this one. How'd you like the introduction and bringing back of Stearns getting in bed with old Councilman Tate? You know, I was smiling every inch of the way when they brought this back. And did y'all catch the Easter egg when they mentioned influence during this exchange, which is going to be the name of Tate's series, Influence?
Right. I loved it. Unpopular opinion, it's something about just a little the slimy, greasy, but he powerful, and you know, he plays it well. I think that actor plays it very, very well. He he has these ways about him that kind of makes him unlikable, but at the end of the day, you can't deny his power. You can't deny the moves that he make. You know, he sets things in motion, and he's always there at the right times doing what he can. Yeah, I did get the influence reference, and I think that was a genius move, like getting Tate over to Lock and Key, so she don't have
to.
He can unlock that.
Let me tell y'all something. Nita's up here defending the women, right? And the women is over here just destroying Professor Addiction, Professor Lock and Key. The young lady that's going to be on my show tomorrow night that hangs with Moochie, Miss K, start calling the woman steamy pants. I said,
steamy pants.
Steamy pants.
Who called her steamy pants?
Yo, girl, Miss K. Puddle pants is what they call them. Puddle pants up in this piece, boy. Them boys stay wet and soggy, boy. She stay moist.
God, I was like, Miss K, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. So, Moochie, how do you feel about him? Bringing Stearns in and getting Tate to be an adjunct at the school.
Stern is already pissed off with the Westinghouse people. So he wants to get rid of them anyway.
Right.
And that's perfect.
Because he's mad that they got the other side of the school.
Right. Yep.
So this is gonna work out. It's gonna play to Tate just fine because he wants to get dirt on this dude. And that book that they showed in the beginning, I think it's gonna be something like him in blackface or something. Watch.
Not only that, but you know who's gonna help Tariq get the ultimate information? It's gonna be Becca.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be Becca.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Jay, I'm gonna take you to the end of the story. I'm gonna take you somewhere you really want to go. So this whole episode, we hear New Edition, and then we see a Camaro, a red Camaro. And then we finally, closer to the end, get the end of the music, and then she's followed somewhere, and guess who pops up? Oh, we know him as Mecca. She knows him as Dante. And look at that lust in her eyes. Jimmy, take a good look at that face. That is the face of lust. That is the face of a steamy pants. Y'all keep saying that about Carrie. Monet is in the same boat. And talk about this meeting between her and Dante and any theories you got about this, Jay.
I mean, yeah, she definitely got a type. So she like light-skinned bald brothers with a beard. So, you know, hey, if you watching, hey, you know what I'm saying? If you watching, but no, you know, it's funny how she was just talking about how she tired of getting air and she tired of the situation basically she in with Tejada when she was there with the little conjugal visit. Even though she left out that she was getting a little more than air, she was getting a little pee-pee on the side from, you know what I'm saying, Ramirez, the, cop, you know what I mean? He was using his nightstick on the regular. But, you know, now that he's gone, you know what I'm saying, she looking for, you know, something else. And I'm wondering, is this dude been using Kane the whole time just to get in with her? And is he probably Kane's pappy? Who knows? Maybe he might be the pappy.
I can unequivocally tell you, unless Courtney Kemp was lying, and she's been known to lie. So don't y'all act like she ain't been known to lie. But she basically said that Kane is Lorenzo's kid, but she ain't saying nothing about Diana or Drew.
Okay, yeah, that's true. And she's been known to be deceptive.
He's the oldest.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's been known to be deceptive. So, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past her. Plus, you know, she don't write every episode. So, they may be like, hey, look, this is juicier than what you talking about. And so, who knows? Or they may have a change. It would make it more interesting. I was already wondering why he's all taking such an interest in Kane out of the blue. And now it makes sense that he
knew the whole time.
Exactly. And the way he's doing it is Kane doesn't know that he knows Monet. Monet doesn't know that he's working with Kane, and that's the plug. So right now, neither knows about the other. He's like playing them both right now. Why?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Why would he do that? It's something else going on, because he could have just told Kane from the get-go, I know your mama. Why you this, that, or the other, or we gonna do this, that, and the other. Or he could have told her then, hey, I've been working with Kane, this, that, and the other, whatever the case. He ain't say that. So he's got them both in the dark about what's going on, and he's using and playing both of them. And I think it's something going on with that. He got a reason. Plus, he had old girl riding around in the IROC Z, bumping old school, you know what I'm saying? Love song.
New edition. Can you stand the rain?
You know what I mean? He trying to turn the water on, and even talking about that water, the waterfalls. He tried to get that little moisture going down low. You know what I mean? So we gonna turn that rain on. He want her to not only stand the rain, but you know what I'm saying, sit down with some of that rain falling.
Nita, I'm gonna come to you. How you feel about Mecca? And I hate to bring up BMF that we're missing so much, but if Lamar and Mecca got into a fight, who you putting your money on, Nita?
I got it on Mecca.
On Mecca?
I got it on Mecca.
After a whole season of Lamar, just 2 episodes, all thing Mecca did was break somebody's hand. Lamar,
the first episode, he took the boy's gun and killed both of them.
And Lamar took a black African American, strung his butt up, and put him next to a beehive and let bees sting his penis.
I don't know. I still just say him because I think he's a little smarter. That's all.
Okay, I can see that. I can get with that. So talk about how do you feel about the meetup with Monet and whatever Mecca's up to?
Yeah, the stuff about Mecca, I like this is the only thing that I am enjoying about the way they're playing Mecca's character. Now, I don't know why Kane isn't vetting. Will Monet vet? Like I'm trying to figure out, like, he already has the book on y'all. He telling you about your people. He telling you about your father in jail and all this other stuff. So you clearly know he's done his homework on you. But I mean, are they going to do the same for him? Because it's so funny that he comes in town. He's already well established. That penthouse, baby,
right?
That
it
thing
looked like Ghost Crib.
Oh,
it
looked
like
Ghost Crib. And don't forget, he had that damn private planes with dope in it.
Right. So I'm thinking, see, this is the plug that you need. That Ghost was. This is that plug. It's not Rock. It's not Tejada, because they on a different level. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's more on a Ghost level, and I feel like he's probably the one that they're gonna eventually have to take down because they want to get higher up in the game or whatever. But yeah, he's come to play. So he's like, he knows that he knows that Rico got killed, and there's a power vacuum that's coming in, and he's trying to get in where he can fit in, and I guess he's just trying to move the pieces and see how everything goes. But I hope that they get a little bit more information on him, because I don't know. I don't want to say, I still don't think he's DEA or nothing like that. I just think that it's something else at play with him. He's just
100%.
Something else going on with him. So
right. Let me shout out Ella Cantu from IG. She does lives with Brandon Avery. You guys know him as Just My Opinion. Be sure to catch both of them. She has a rocking IG account where she dresses up like, you name it, she's dressed up like this person, and she looks just like them. But I also got to warn y'all, if you are this new school that ain't never seen the way people used to wash their clothes, go check this chick abs. She got washboard abs like the way they used to wash clothes back in the 1800s. Her shit is chiseled. Check her out on IG. Her name is Ella Cantu. Moochie, we got to get back to you. You over there too quiet, sipping on your cup and having a good time. And I don't know what's in that cup, but we about to find out, because I'm about to ask you.
I wash my clothes in the oaken barrel right up there.
You know what?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Wow, but you better watch out, bro.
I feel like they can't trust him yet.
No.
Mecca has a hidden agenda. The question
course.
is it just to get Monet back? Because he knows that Lorenzo's in jail. So I mean, or I don't know. It's just something with him.
It is, and I will say this: they're doing a good job of making him mysterious. You know, making him an enigma. They're doing a good job of that because the only thing we know about this man as of this point is that he knew Monet when she was young. He knew her then, and he obviously knew that Kane was related to Monet somehow, some way. But that's all they got. That's all they're giving us. We don't know if he's a real deal drug kingpin, if he's the feds, if he's a hitman. We don't know what else there is to know about him. Other than my man got silver guns in a silver case with silver bullets that he's giving to people. He's got binoculars like he's an Army Ranger. And then he's living in a penthouse.
Yeah.
So, and then he's got a chef that knows to put his earphones on so he don't hear nothing when he's torturing people.
I think he's with the cartel.
That's a good
man.
Yeah, because that's who Rico could have been working for. You know, he could be coming in as a plant trying to figure out what happened to Rico, and
power writing just don't get that way is the difference.
Right. And remember, she got the weight from him. So we looking for the money. You know what I'm saying? She got the weight from Rico. And so there's no exchange of money. So, you know, I think he might be low-key coming from just doing some investigative work on Rico's murder.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think that there's any way he could be related to Lorenzo? There was some people throwing theories on my feed today that maybe he's Lorenzo's brother, and at one point in time he wanted Monet and couldn't get her, and Lorenzo got with her. Do you guys think that there could be any truth to that? Start with you on this one, Jay.
I mean, they got a similar look, but he doesn't sound and talk Hispanic. Lorenzo got a little Hispanic accent. And so I don't know about that one. But then again, Power is known not to make everything always, connect the dots. So, okay.
I wouldn't say he doesn't sound Hispanic. I feel like
you think he's Hispanic?
I feel like he's educated, so he knows how to articulate himself.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean,
okay.
I'm saying like he's street slang, but he don't have a Hispanic accent like Lorenzo is what I'm saying. But it is. That's just one point. So I mean, I don't know. I think that maybe she knew him from back in. Well, we do know she knew him from back in the day, and it's obvious they had a thing going. He wasn't playing NWA. He was playing "Can You Stand the Rain" and love songs. So maybe she used to, mess with him on the side. We see that she doesn't have a problem with cheating. She was cheating with Ramirez. So, she will step out.
Let me say this before I forget, and I'll pass this one to you, Nita. She kept hearing the "Can You Stand the Rain" love song, right? And by the end of the show, and y'all follow me on this, by the end of the show, they wanted us to think that the "Can You Stand the Rain" and knocking over the dumpsters and synchronization and shit was about Mecca. But when she first heard the love song, when she was in her store getting it fixed, talking to her daughter, she made it seem like that was about Lorenzo to the daughter. So could it be that she had a thing going on with both of them and they both was playing New Edition? Or could this be more of somebody's conspiracy that Lorenzo and Mecca can be related, Nita?
Or maybe she lied to her.
Yeah, I don't think that they're related for some reason. She definitely got a type. Now, I will say that because they look alike. She got a type. But the thing is about that, I think Dante Mecca was in the picture. So Can You Stand the Rain came out in 88. He referenced about the trash cans and her living at home with her father. So I'm thinking this is like a real like young boyfriend, like one of her first loves, something like that. I'm thinking
her lips looking horrible.
We right on that wavelength that he was first. Somehow he had to go away. I wonder what made him go away. I don't know. But anyway, Lorenzo came in the picture. He took over, and that's, I think the story, there may be some overlap in there, but I think the story is separate, and I don't think that they're related. I just think she got tight.
Gotcha. This is for Moochie.
That actor is black too, and he was in what's that with the people disappeared on the airplane and came back on Netflix? Manifest. And he was in the Dark Knight. He was in the Dark. Yeah, he was the boyfriend or husband that the woman got with after her husband was gone on the plane, and he came back. That was
okay.
He got nice hair. He don't have a bald head. He got a little, you know what I'm saying, wavy.
He was, but you know who else was in Manifest from Power?
Oh,
Julio.
Oh yeah. He the main character.
You was saying that.
Main character. Yeah.
So Moochie, this is your comment. The GOAT 95. He's Ghost's half brother. Courtney Kemp said she was going to introduce him to us, and I think he'll find out Tariq is his nephew, and he'll find out what he did to Ghost. Moochie, you want to talk about that?
That's a good theory, GOAT 95. I don't. If he does that, he gonna him up. If he broke that dude's hand like that, imagine what he gonna do to Tariq.
Bust them lips.
Oh Lord, Hammer, he gonna yank a butt cheek off Tariq, little skinny ass.
If he did that to Guap, imagine what he do to Tariq.
Oh, Tariq's in trouble.
Courtney Kemp need to stop just giving out info if she is or saying stuff.
Look, if she's doing this, she's sending misdirections. Just keep
that's all that is.
Yeah. Just keep that in mind. Let me take y'all over here because we haven't even talked about this little reunion. So now we've got Effie back in the show, and she got into a little skirmish. She beat this girl up because the girl had sugar. All right, it was one of her client customers, so to speak. Then Tariq walks in with Diana, and the first thing that came out of Effie's mouth was his girlfriend. Is you his boo thing? Moochie is deep in her heart, way down deep in there. When you get past her liking girls, do she still like Tariq a little bit?
Yeah, because she wouldn't have asked the question.
Exactly.
Right. And then she had to catch herself.
She did.
She like, get that shit back down.
But
girl, what's wrong with you?
But Nita, I'll pivot this to you. So after the tensions and everything calmed down, everybody got calm. Diana came back to her, and I think we are seeing the beginning of a budding duo, Diana and Effie, because Diana has aspirations to do the drug game and go to school, get an MBA, represent her cousin properly. And Monet don't want her to do that. So could you see them doing some kind of deviation in the story where Effie and Diana become this really, really dope-ass, tight, dynamic women duo?
Unfortunately, hell no. That's not how women work. That's not how women work.
Nita, what do you mean? Help me out, Nita, because Effie did not have to help Diana figure out what happened to her drugs. She did. She said, "Are you smart?" And she said, "Here's your first lesson. Who has the most to gain from taking them drugs?" And that got Diana's wheels spinning. And then by the time she got home to that dinner, she realized it was Kane, and she was about to tell Drew, but they cut away from it. So she had to do that. So why can't these two hook up and do something good?
That was her little olive branch to tell you, okay, I ain't fighting over Tariq. I give you this little nugget, and that's it. That's where it starts. That's where it starts to stop. I don't think.
God,
thought he had Kane, but gold metal flower.
Nita, you're so hard on her. J-Mo, can you see Effie and Diana teaming up?
Man, that would be a cuter couple than what she was, holding the face of kissing. I didn't know what she. I don't know what the hell that was.
She was an Asian. She was an Asian basketball player. J-Mo.
I don't know, man.
Effie can do way better. I don't know what
she doing. She could. Definitely. I don't know, man.
Effie is a dime.
With them baby hairs, she damn sure could do better. She keep them baby hairs laid. You saw she had the little brushing about to whoop that ass like.
Yo, I didn't know girls brush their baby hair with toothbrushes. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I know, Nita, go ahead and spill the beans. You got the little baby hairs going. You say it's a hard hurt.
Look, I only got one swoop. Now all that stuff. Look at Ellie. Effie.
Yeah, she got baby hairs.
She doing a whole lot. I got one swoop.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Boy.
I can't mess with them young girls.
I used to have baby hairs. Now I just got a few hairs like a baby. So, but no, man. I don't know. I think, man, that she definitely could. That would be a good little tag team. I'd rather see them two together than who she was, squeezing the face of. And I don't think it will happen though, realistically, about the show, as far as them being in a relationship, sexually relationship, at least. Maybe they may have a partnership for a minute.
Oh wow. I didn't know this. Tressa C coming through. They sell baby hair tattoos.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna need you to keep that on the low. The men ain't supposed to know that.
Thank you, Tressa C. Thank you, Tressa C.
Let me get a package of chili. You know what I mean? Let me get that chili 95, girl. And they get some little chili, you know what I'm saying, from TLC.
Tressa C let me know that we got to watch out for them. I'm going to get you sucker vibes. You get a girl home, her leg pop off, her fingernails pop off, her hair pop off, her eyebrows pop off, her eyelashes pop off. Damn. What you got left?
I'm so comfortable now. Don't me hop after you. Don't make me hop after you. You got 12 inches.
I do when I screw something on.
I feel like
right.
I feel like Diana's listening to her mother about having a good partner. And Effie may be a good partner to her.
Absolutely. I think that would work.
She can learn the ropes. They business is gonna be together but separate.
Right.
And I don't think it's gonna be like if anything, it'll be a threesome with Tariq so they could get him mixed up into something.
It's gonna be a quadrangle because they're gonna
they keep him out of the way for something.
They gotta get Lauren in the mix too.
They're gonna keep braiding.
College, so they have to get age where they experiment with stuff.
Right.
So.
They're gonna keep Braden in the mix too. Now you just can't get rid of him.
Oh yeah, he every time you see his thirst, every time you see Effie.
He thirsty, ain't it? Boy, he better go to 7-Eleven, get him a Slurpee.
Oh my God,
he thirsty as hell.
Lamont,
he better go to karate.
When she called him a proud boy, screamed. I said, "Oh my God, the best line in Power." I was like, "What was?"
Have you noticed how this season they have been slotted in a whole lot of the social justice lines and stuff in here, from using white privilege? She called my man a proud boy. To they're gonna probably have Rick Sweeney with blackface in that book.
Yeah, I see it. I see it coming.
You see it coming. To Method Man telling Tariq, we need to use a white guy on our team because they can make things happen that I can't. I mean, basically giving you what happened in real life.
Telling you how the real world is.
Even from the first episode, what possessed Tariq to go into the woods with all white men with guns by himself?
I have no idea.
He had a bad idea, but he went because of Braden.
Then why
remember
dude
he
try
didn't
to
want to
shoot
go.
him? I don't know why dude tried to shoot him. What? Because he said that his dad was James St. Patrick.
No,
he
I think
tried
he
to shoot him because
of the
Tariq
comment he made about the pharmaceutical stuff.
Tariq checked him in front of his rich donors, and don't nobody like to be checked in front of their rich donors.
Maybe he wasn't really trying to shoot him, just tried to scare him.
Man,
right? Probably.
I think he tried to scare him because
that
he
would
did
be
say
a big
he
deal to kill the only black.
He was like, I wasn't going to hit him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
But I mean, but what have we seen?
Took off running.
What have we seen? Let's say he would have hit Tariq. He probably would have got away with it, like Kyle Rittenhouse
or Dick Cheney, because didn't he shoot somebody?
Yeah.
Dick Cheney shot somebody. Yeah,
he shot somebody and killed him.
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't die, Dick Cheney.
And it was
no, he shot somebody though. I think he killed him.
He did. They was hunting. They was on a hunting thing too.
Oh,
he shot him and killed him. Yeah, he didn't die.
Didn't die. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get y'all out of here on this last thing. But before I do, we've got 405 people in less than an hour. My God. Let me get 400 likes. Shout out to everybody watching. I'm so grateful to you guys coming and checking us out on a Monday night. And all these great people on this panel have YouTube presence. Jay does, Nita the Diva does, Muchella does. And more importantly, when I'm done in about the next 6 minutes, the after party is going to be over there on J-Mo channel. So you definitely want to subscribe and go check this beautiful, wonderful array of brown skin, keeping the conversation going. Now, we can't get out of here without us talking about
related to Mecca.
Hey, you still got a little brown in you. It might be banana colored, but you still got a little brown on you. So before we get out of here, we got to talk about Mr. She don't know nothing. Professor Meagle don't know nothing. He's going to the NBA, and Monet basically highlights that don't listen to no woman but me because they're going to be throwing themselves at you, right? And we get a glimpse of that at the end of this episode when we had a Karen, a Becky, or whatever y'all want to call her, throws herself at him. I mean, he's getting the business in with her, and instead of looking him in his eyes, telling him that, baby, I like what you're doing to me, she's talking about the Chicago Bulls. She's talking about the New York Knickerbockers. She's talking about everything but him knocking her boots. And then Detective Bodyguard comes in, gets him, and she's recording the whole thing. And did y'all see the smile on her face? Boy, she was smiling like a groupie that got pregnant by two ballers. And I'm going to start with you on this one, Moochie. Where we going with Zeke? Is Zeke going to talk? Is this footage going to be used on social media? Go wherever you like to go.
I think this might go left with him.
Uh-oh.
With him getting picked up by the cops. And if they connect him with his family, with his cousins, it's not going to be a good look for him.
Well, Nita Boo, where we going? You on mute.
You on mute on accident.
Sorry. I said y'all gonna learn messing with them Beckys.
What? See, I know. See,
they call them. You gonna learn. You gonna learn your lesson one day. But
Crystal, I told you some black woman was gonna say what I said last night when we did our review. That we're gonna learn when we get rich, messing around with them Beckys. Don't worry, honey. I'm rich and I'm still with you, so don't worry. But go ahead, Nita.
So, yeah, that police officer, he worse than sex. He worse than overly dedicated. What was the other dude named that was killed? He worse than all them.
He didn't kill him. Oh, you talking about the other dude that was working with the cartel?
When he went to jail for
yeah, the one that he was working with the cartel.
Knox. Is his name Knox?
You talking about the
You talking about the one that killed Greg
Knox?
Greg Knox, the one that was sleeping with Angela.
Yeah. He's worse than Knox and Sachs put together, because I don't know what's fueling him. It must be Miss Lock and Key them wet panties.
Because
he is on some kind of crazy rampage, and I don't know what is going on. Like, I'm so confused why he, like, you would think that Jabari was his best friend or something. The way, I mean, the feverish nature of what he's busting down, or he was the cops. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like it's some kind of something there.
Okay. Let me throw in a theory real quick.
Okay.
What if Detective Bodyguard and Mr. Mecca Dante are somehow another connected? Which is why they both having these crazy behaviors. What if they are what we used to know as Miami Vice, Crockett and Tubbs? What if they are the new Crockett and Tubbs, and we just ain't discovered that yet?
Socket and Nubs.
What? Yep, rubber ball head.
I don't know. What you think about that?
I give it to you, Jay. Give it to you, Jay.
I don't know about that one. That's a good theory. I don't see it yet. But I know the dude, I think he is really like hurt that she broke up with him. And he just so focused on getting revenge and making her pay for what happened that he didn't realize he was about to get them draws right quick. And he took her to see the dead body and ruined everything. And so now, you know what I'm saying, he can't see the panties for the thighs, you know what I mean? Say forest for the trees. He can't see the draws through the thighs. And this dude don't understand that, you know what I mean? He done messed it up. It wasn't that hard to get some. I mean, you know, she, you know.
Exactly.
Hey, you know, the wind blow the right way. She down for whatever. And this fool, he want to put her in jail. And the thing that he didn't answer, which is the number one question, is in any murder, what's the motive? Why would she want to kill him? What she got to gain in that? What, because they broke up? So she want him dead. Now, the theory that I think is the only theory that I think is going to happen is he's going to end up trying to get Zeke implicated because Zeke is going to lie about being with her when that happened because he don't want people to know he was screwing with the teacher and mess up his stuff. So then he's going to investigate that, and then it's going to look like she had Zeke kill Jabari.
Oh, I did not think.
Yeah, think the only way, like J-Mo's, the only way she getting out of this thing is when Meth McLean and Cooper Sachs find that computer, get the evidence to her so that she can see what was in that computer. That's the only way Professor Addiction is getting up out of this mess. Only way.
I always thought that she would cooperate. Zeke would cooperate the story, but to protect himself and the family and separate, he probably don't have no choice but to deny.
Yeah, he got lied.
I ain't seen nothing. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Professor Meeks don't know nothing.
Every time he come on,
I don't know.
You remember how they used to have Shaq when he talking and they had the basketball?
Oh my goodness!
That's exactly what I see when every time I hear Zeke talk. The little basketball.
I can't with y'all, man. I can't do this with y'all. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us tonight. Golly. If you want to see this conversation continue going, go ahead and subscribe to J-Mo. They're going over to his channel. I will be back tomorrow night with a fresh panel of wild people tomorrow. I'm talking B. Avery, Moochella, the one who's up here talking about Professor Addiction is Steamy Pants, Miss K. She'll be here too. And the living legend Larry, who the hell knows what he's going to say. He's going to be here tomorrow too. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, get that life game. Go check out Jay Moore as we get off right now. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Deuces.